Hey, welcome back to Mine Mogul. I've completely redone everything, and it's kind of cool. I like it. Let's get the UI turned back on. So we've got some new quests here. We got to do iron rods. So we got a new machine I can show you, and we're going to make some copper plates and gold plates. So what I ended up doing is I deleted everything from the last episode, and I started over. And what I did was consolidate all the auto miners into one chain. So everything, even that auto miner on the far back that gets copper, it comes around this corner. That one dumps in. These all dump together. So there's 4 here. So 6 total. 5 and then 6 is around the corner there. They all come into here. Oh, sorry, 7 total. There's the gold one back around the corner there as well. So everything comes in here. And then it gets mostly sent on through. But I'm specifically pulling out coal, crushed coal, the gem, and the diamond. So that stuff goes that direction. And then it winds its way over to here. And then if it's coal, or crushed coal, it bypasses the polisher and gets dumped in. Otherwise, if it's one of the 2 gems, it goes through, it gets polished. Let's go back over here. So if it's not coal, crushed coal, or one of the gems or diamonds, it's basically metal. So everything else goes up, up, up into this giant hopper. And this just allows me to make sure nothing falls out of the crusher. Looks like we have a little piece that is being contrary. There it goes. Then everything gets crushed. Is that a little piece of coal? Just realized you're not supposed to be in here. Get out of here. That must have been from before I had everything all set up correctly. Oh, shoot. No, 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 no! Dang it. When that happens, you get slag. Yeah. Oops. Anyway, everything gets crushed. Iron goes up there. Copper goes up there, and then right now at least it'll only be gold. It's either iron, copper, or gold. So the gold will go on up here, and then those both get turned into ingots, and then they get turned into sheets in the what's this thing called again? Roller mill, something like that. And then the sheets go over here, they get polished, and they get dumped in. Now if it's iron, this is going to be slag now, which makes me sad. Actually, you know what? I think I'm going to just delete this and I'll put it back down. Let's just redo this. The slag will just gum up the works. We don't need slag. Turn you and put you right back there. Alright, now you have nothing. So anyway, iron comes in here. Iron right now is getting made into iron rods in the rod maker. I forget what its name is. And then those come over here to get polished and they get sold off. So, yeah, pretty cool stuff. That's all well and good. So we just need to let that run for a bit. And then the latest thing I will need to do is unlock the shaker table in the research tree. It's that bottom quest there. And then apparently with the shaker table, we're supposed to get rubies. I need to look into that. I don't know how that works yet. But one cool thing I discovered in the escape menu is you can turn off and on all of your auto miners. So I'm going to crank everything back up. And this will get busy here in just a bit. Let's go into our research. I need to unlock the shaker table. Can I do that? There was some new stuff. Vertical bulk sorter. Shaker table, there it is. Shaker table with water jets. Input coal for a chance of finding gold, diamonds, or rubies. Okay, cool. So we can process all of our coal. Okay, so let's go back to turn off everything again. Now that we got it all fired back up. Because we need to do some more processing on our coal. I wonder if we can do that right over here. How big is the shaker table? We'll let that stuff run through. That's not a big deal. Get this set up. Alright, so machines, shaker table. $3,500. Well, it's a good thing I've been running this and making lots of money. Because things are getting quite expensive. Stick you up there. And how big is this? Oh, that's not too bad. I think we can make that work. We'll just let the rest of this coal come through. Maybe we can see how this works. Yeah, we've got some rods coming over. They're going to get polished up. Very good. We got a little bit of coal working its way through. Yeah, we can just let it fall on the floor. We'll redo it. So this thing looked kind of tall. What does this need? So if we rotate that... Oh, it's going to have to come up. I wonder where the coal versus the rubies comes through. So one can assume that comes in there. And then what happens? I don't know. Let's see how this thing works. Let's put a coal in there. And what happens? Okay, that fell out there. Does everything just fall out here and then we have to sort? That's kind of what it's looking like. We'll need a, I think we'll need a sorter. That go on through. So we have to get some elevation. It's gonna be a little tight. But I think we have enough room over here to hopefully make this work. So let's get rid of that, rid of that. What if we... There's slopes back down here. Did our slope coming up. We turn here. A little hard to see with the ghost image there. Then can we... do that? That should work. And then we're going to need another sorter, I think, to have coal come out. So this could be coal or crushed coal. So we'll have to get the, basically the same filter. Same filter again. I wonder if could we just send gems through here? If the gems will just pass through, we could make this a lot simpler, actually. Let's go down that route. Change the plans. So I could just get rid of... No, actually, we don't need to get rid of it. We need to put this back the way it was, and then we'll have the wash... What's it called? Shaker table? We'll have the shaker table back upstream of this. That makes sense. Yeah. Alright, let's see if we can put it, like, right in... I put it right next to this, maybe? Have it fall into there. It's not going to let me put it... It'll let me put it there. There. There? Yeah. Luckily we don't have to run water or power or anything to these machines. And that would just fall out, and then the coal would still get routed around. Let's see if we can get this up. I think we got just enough room for the... Yeah. Perfect. I think that will go up there, and then you can go in... Come on. There. And then it basically just shakes the rubies out of the coal. Yeah, that should work, right? Let's turn everything back on and we'll pretend like that's going to work. And then we just need ruby gems to come on through, and they'll get polished and sold, and Bob's your uncle, as they say. All right, let the good times roll. So you can see we end up with a lot of material coming through because we have all these guys start feeding in. You know, we get lots of good material coming through. Also, I ran back in here. This mine is huge. I got lost. It took me like 10 minutes to find my way back out. So it's pretty crazy. And if I hit M, there is no map. I don't know if we can unlock a map at any point, but yeah. There is a lot to explore back in here. Just FYI. So we're kind of just getting started on bringing material in here. As you can see, we get a ton of stuff coming up here. I'd like to do more with the chutes and stuff, but we don't have a ton of room right here. That works. Everything's chugging along. Are we going to get a ruby? Okay, there's a diamond, so that should get sorted out. Cool, so it also can have a possibility of, yeah, sorting out diamonds too. Neato. So I saw that coal, like, turn into a diamond. And that should just keep working like it used to. Perfect. Okay, well that was an easy addition. We just need to make a ton of plates now. We need to get more copper and gold coming in. We're kind of shy on the copper and gold, so that might be the next addition, is getting more of that coming in. Do I have more auto miners? I'm starting to get... a little bit full here. I've got the ore analyzer. Yeah, I don't think we have any other auto miners. Let me go buy a couple auto miners. They're cheap enough. We got a lot of money. Scaffold ramp. Yeah, I got all these chutes unlocked. That looked like fun. Let's go see if we can find some more copper and or gold. But definitely copper. We need a lot more copper coming in. I've only got the one auto mine copper, and it's like 20%. It's not that much. I think this was gold and... yeah, that's gold and coal. There was a copper. Was that down this other mine shaft? I'm just kind of thinking out loud here. Isn't there copper here? But then we'll have to get it up and over, and that'd be fun. Yeah, I think it was down here, wasn't it? It opened up into a big copper room. Yeah. I pulled this out. Yeah, we've got a bunch of copper here. Alright, so we're going to need to get some copper built. And I know it's dark back in here, so I need to get some lampposts as well. But we need to get this stuff cleared out so we can get some conveyors coming back through here. And that will get our copper production way up. And then ideally we would just pipe the... oh, there's a... that's a broken drill bit. Interesting. I don't know what we could do with that. We had one quest for one. Then this would need to actually feed in the other direction. Can we go that direction? Does this connect? Need to get my lantern on here. I wonder if this connects up to anything useful. Have to collect all this at some point. Oh, it's getting dark in here. Can't see. What are these? Oh, it's all like bolted together. Okay, here's where I get lost and I'm never found again. Because, like I said, this mine is extensive. Very extensive. That comes in through there. Does this go back? Okay, so I could maybe come in this direction from the copper. It's going to be a lot of conveyors. But it would save me going over all the other stuff in that room. We could come this direction, in theory. Is it worth it? That is going a lot further. Just, yeah, I think we'll try to go up and over. Should probably go buy some lampposts, because you guys are going to, some of you are going to have trouble seeing. I know it's dark on some devices. So while we're doing this, let's gather up. I don't know if we have anything in here. Got a bunch of copper that can come out of here, though. Alright, let's go back through here. I know I mined a bunch of things. See if we can get those all sucked up. I'm not sure what the broken drill bit will do. It'll try to go through the crusher, won't it? Oops, wrong button. Let me grab it separately. Lay it over there. And then this stuff can just go in the pile. Go on through. Alright, I've got a bunch of conveyors. Let's see if it's enough. But I think I probably need to sort out how I'm going to do the up and over bit here. So that might be a little tricky. I'm going to get stuck in here too. So if we're just coming down the mine shaft here. I'm going to come down this side. Or just come right down the middle. If I come right down the middle, can I go on the... I think I can probably go on the sides. Really wish you could click and drag. Yeah, I think we can make our way down. That's just a rock. I think we can make our way down and then make this work. So then if we go up... We're, I don't know, I'm thinking out loud here. Building in real time. What if we did a little jog here? This direction. And then went up. Can I get out of here? There we go. And I need to make my way over to that side somehow. Go there. This is going to be janky. It's just hard to get it to pop into the right spot that you want. Here you. Should go on the end there. There you go. Thank you. You're going to be coming over this guy, just go in the opposite direction. And then we have to get up over the sorter. Oh, this is ugly. What I want to do is just kind of drop down. Like right in front of the sorter. Will that work? Maybe. I'm wondering if it's going to gum up the works into the sorter here. Well, we can always rebuild. That's kind of a theme here with this game, is build something and then you have to rebuild it. Alright, we're just going to come right down the tram tracks here. We'll see. This might turn into a longer video. We'll see how it goes. But I've been getting some good comments. A lot of you are enjoying this game as much as I am, so... Maybe a longer video is not a bad thing. I've been trying to keep them around 30 minutes. 27 left. We may not have enough. We'll see. Duck under the beams. It's up here to the left, right? This is where the copper was. Pretty sure. This is the copper room? Yep, this is the copper room. Okay, now we can have several odd miners back here. So you're 91%. You're 94%. Just gonna go ahead and turn that off. We had one more spot back in here, so we could get one more auto miner. You would come out destruction. Yeah, we're definitely going to need more conveyors. I'm trying to get this so it will all line up and come out. We'd have you coming across there. Gonna have to have a little bendy bend here. And I'm out of conveyors. And that will come over and that will go out. Alright, let's go get some more conveyors and we'll get some lamp posts. Get this all set up. Have to duck a little bit. It's getting a little crowded here in the old tunnel. Let me out. Oh, it looks like we got the gems. I wasn't even paying attention. What's our next quest here? Polished gems. There we go. So those are already getting polished as they come through, so that will should just naturally pick up and go. And oh, I didn't notice we're supposed to be making copper rods as well, so I need to redo that with a splitter so it's making plates and rods. But we need more copper coming in before we do that. All right, conveyors, straight conveyors. Let's get like another 40 of those. Corner conveyors, let's get another 10. And then I needed a auto miner. One more auto miner. Grab that. Oops, wrong button. Alright, and I need you to swap. There you go. I think everything's percolating along pretty well here. We just need more copper, and then copper is going this direction, so we can come out here and we'll have to do a little bit of split action and then come back through the roller for the plates. We will figure that out. The mine is getting more complicated, but I like it. Oh, I didn't buy the lamps. Oh well. We're not going to have to be back in here very much once we get this set up. I love that you can turn them all off and on through the escape menu. That is awesome. Thank you, devs, for giving us options like that. Alright, and then we need a bend here. I need my little merger block. Which I think I have one of those. No, there's one of these. There it is, yeah. The T-junction, it's called. That will let us make it either a merger or a splitter. Yeah, it doesn't want to go in there for some reason. Alright, you need to be destruction and Q for merger. Awesome. Alright, I think we're ready to start sending coal down, or the copper down. Let's get that guy put in. Bring my lantern out. It's all turned on. And that just feeds into our raw input eventually. We just I guess we could have just come down straight. Let's do that. Have less of a goofy look to it. Yeah, stuck. We'll have to pick a couple pieces up off the floor. That's okay. And then we need a little corner there. Perfect. Are we getting iron ore too? I didn't even look to see what they would spit out. Uh-oh. Now I can't get up. Can't get over there. There we go. Got it. Apparently that's spitting out some iron ore as well. Alright, let's go see how badly this is going to mess everything up. It's a lot of material to get dumped right in front of that splitter, so I might have to do something different. This might just completely gum up the works. If I come over here and there's a giant pile of material, then we'll know it was not working out. So far, so good. It would be better to have it feed onto that conveyor. It would just be a lot more roundabout route to get down in there. We need verticals. Like vertical conveyors. I don't think we have those yet. Alright, so we have a lot more copper coming through now, so that is good. But I need a line over here to start making copper rods. So we get iron. It's working pretty well doing the iron rods. Actually, the iron rods we've got plenty of. So we can have that just do ingots. We need, yeah, we don't need any other iron stuff. So we can just start dumping ingots. It'd be nice if they got polished, though, wouldn't it? It would be nice. Alright, I'm gonna make a mess again. Let's do this. You come around here, get you, and then get you to dump into there. If I can, I'll get this ingot out of here. Then the ingots will go through the polisher and they'll get sold for a little more. Okay, that means you can come with me. Drop anything else under here? I think we're good for now. We'll see how the polisher holds up. And then we'll use the rod maker over here. What's this thing called? It's called a something. Rod extruder. There we go. Okay, so we need a splitter to split up these ingots. So I want to go to this guy. Rotate that around. We're gonna have it split. Then when I'm ready, I'll turn that. Start sucking this in. This side can basically just go over to that. We'll go right back onto the conveyor. So if I just put a corner piece here, that's not gonna work. Alright. kind of spitballing here. We have this guy over here. He gets split. You come over here. And then you get dumped back onto there. To be made into plates. And then you're going to come over here. And you're going to get made into rods. Yeah. And then you need to go over here and get dumped onto that. The rods should be fine on conveyors, but we've got plenty of rollers, so we'll just use some rollers. Rollers are a little bit more of a pain because they take longer to turn, but that should work. So we're still getting copper, get something back onto there, and then we just need to turn this guy around. So we need you. There we go. And then the half and half should get sent through. I don't know how this thing decides. I assume it just sends one way and one the other? Or is it just kind of not work? Is it like a natural physics thing, or is it hard-coded? So it's sent two that way and two this way. Did it sort itself out now, or is it literally just luck of the physics? We're about to find out. Yeah, we'll see. Alright, we got copper rods. Heading into the polisher. There we go. 2 copper rods down. Nice. So that all worked out. Let's go see if there's a disaster back over here. We have a lot of material coming in now, which is awesome. Looks like so far it's pretty well holding up. Worst comes to worst, I might be able to rejigger this area a little bit. But so far, it's holding up. Even with all that extra material coming in and plopping right in front of the sorter. Nice. How's this guy holding up? You're crushing just fine. He's crushing it. Hey, hey. Alright, I think these we might as well send through the polisher. I was saving them in case, but we've got so much material coming in now. We're actually getting quite a few gems coming through, so we'll just send those guys on. Nom 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 nom. Nice. Oh no. Get in there. So far, we're able to dump everything in this one spot. We're probably about at the limit for that. It's getting a little convoluted. All right, we're chugging along. We've got enough polished emeralds. Just need a few more of the rubies and diamonds for that one. And we have, how many research tickets do we have? We have 6 research tickets available. Oh boy. Ore overflow splitter. A large walled splitter, useful for splitting large quantities of ore. Okay. I mean, that sounds useful at some point, I think. Oh, we have walled conveyors. That could be handy to have over there, I think. I'm going to go ahead and spend a ticket on that. We have advanced rolling conveyors. Oh, okay, so we can do sorting on rollers. And we have corners. We have slopes. Interesting. So we just need to do some more. We have a routing conveyor. A conveyor with a toggleable direction. Okay. I'm not sure if I'm ready to pull the trigger on any more of this stuff yet. I was told this was a waste of time. I don't really want to mess with drill bits right now, so I'm going to ignore that. Heavy conveyor blocker. I don't know that that's super useful. Advanced splitter with an automated wiper blade. Okay, so it's better at splitting things. Interesting. Alright, we got some cool stuff in there. Well, I'm going to let this run. I think the video's gone on long enough. We're a little over 30 minutes. I'm liking this game, though. It has a lot of possibilities, and there's a lot of options for tweaking things. I'm pretty happy with this setup for now, but I don't know what the next, quests are going to be. We may have to tear down a lot of this, but I think as far as the raw materials coming in, we're in a pretty good spot. It's just a matter of what do we do, after we get the ingots made. Stuff like that. Very cool. Uh-oh. This is going to need some work. Where was that walled conveyor? Let's see if we can put one of those in. And I'll probably make a huge mess. Conveyors. Walled straight conveyor. Let's grab one of those. I think I've got the perfect place for you, buddy. Maybe I should have grabbed a couple. Might not hurt to have actually like 3 of those while we're doing it. Yeah, there's that broken drill bit. Let me haul this over by the table thing. Man, it's getting hard to get through here. I need to put in some scaffolding and get my house in order a little better. All right, let's put you on the table. Then I remember that I have you, just in case we need you for something later. Walled conveyor. With a couple more of those. And then let's put those in over here, and then we'll call that a video. Be cool if you could, like, upgrade in place. That'd be kind of neat, but we can't do that. So, we're going to go boom, 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 and then we're going to go boom, boom, boom. We're going to pick all this crap up. Try to drop it back in there. Oh boy. Yeah, I think it's still trying to munch through that big thing that I tossed in there, but there we go. That gives it some more wiggle room for stuff not to fall off the side. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we might be pushing the limits here. I'll go back to my research. Was there like an upgraded sorter of any kind? I don't see anything about upgraded sorter. We are crushing things left and right. Sometimes these little guys get stuck in the corners. Not a big deal, but that's why we have this big hopper here. Just in case it should ever overflow, but yeah, we're looking pretty good. Thanks as always for watching, folks. This log jam got kind of cleared out. I think we're in a good spot right now. We'll let it chug through those quests, and I'll catch you in the next mining adventure. Take care.